이거 왁스가 왜 이러지? 원래 왁스가 이런가요? 원래 좀 더 포인티하고 조금 좀 얄쌍하지 않나? 이거 왜 이러지? 뭔가 냄새 진짜 별로다. 예쁘긴 한데 뭔가 허술한데요? 좀? 이게 용돈 넣는 곳이고 여기는 그냥 카드인 것 같아요. 카드 이렇게 같이 이렇게 하면 될 것 같아요. 그래서 제가 이번에 어버이날이어가지고 용돈 300불을 준비했는데 여기 안에다가 넣으려고요. 이번에 셀프네일 한 거 한 2주 정도 지나가지고 연장한 게 좀 튼튼해서 리페어 해주려고요. 그리고 새로운 네일로 바꿔줄 거예요. 오른손은 벌써 했고요. 이제 왼손도 해줄게요. 스톤 제거 비트로 스톤들 먼저 제거해 줄게요. 여기랑 여기 포워드로 두고 보시면 RPM 한 6,000? 6,000으로 놓고서는
She likes chocolate covered strawberries and wine. She likes notes that say I love you all the time. Roses at your feet, baby girl be mine. Baby girl be mine. Yeah, yeah. Pick up your phone, I need your attention. My girl so bad we call her detention. I am so glad we moved beyond friendship. And your mama like me, look, I squared up with Cupid, told him find me. I stole your love, you shot my heart. I'm losing breath, it's getting dark. I think I might need CPR, baby, won't you tell me, do you love me like I do? Tell me what you're willing to prove, cause I ain't got nothing to lose. It's true that you mean the world to me, yeah. I travel around the globe, but I know that you don't.
이렇게 아무튼 떼어줬고요. 이제 이거 말고 이걸로
does it gotta be so complicated? Maybe this love thing's overrated. My feet in the sand, my face in my hands. I know it's my fault cause I never make plans. And now you're telling me you love me, but you don't even know me. I'm trying to hang, but if you follow me,
보시면 엄지 빼고는 대충 다 연장한 그 부분 살리고서는 컬러들은 다 제거를 해줬거든요. 근데 여기 큐티클 부분은 아무래도 제가 좀 그 큰 걸 사용해서 얘는 또 따로 정밀하게 좀 할 수 있게 이 조그만 애로 사용할게요. 그래서 이 조그만 애로 그 RPM 속도 엄청 낮게 해놓고 여기 보시면 여기 좀 이렇게 갈아진 부분, 여기 좀 들린 부분 있잖아요. 얘 이 상태로 연장을 보수하게 되면 중간에 뭐 물이 들어가거나 습기가 차거나 이러면 나중에 곰팡이가 생길 수가 있어요. 그래서 얘네들 최대한 없애주고서는, 근데 저는 이번 네일을 오래 지속할 예정은 아니라 그렇게 상관없을 것 같긴 한데 그래도 혹시 모르니까 그런 불상사를 막고자 이런 옆쪽에 좀 다시 더 해주고 아예 컬러 없어지게 연장한 부분만 남게 다 제거를 해줄게요. 이런 식으로 다 해줄게요.
just need a minute to get my thoughts all aligned, so let our love intertwine. So baby, could I get a minute to get my thoughts all aligned, so we can do this right? If I take my time, try to get it right, I could see you in the
등 부분 다 이렇게 갈아줬고요.
different light.
I got the perfect outfit, but I don't plan to wear it unless you're gonna tear it right off my body and bury it. Sometimes we might get upset and say some things we regret, but if you come and get it, we can make the fight worth it. I know I get an attitude, but when we met, you called it cute. Just let me take it out on you till I got nothing left to prove but gratitude. I got the perfect outfit, but I don't plan to wear it unless you're gonna tear it right off my body and bury it. Sometimes we might get upset and say some things we regret, but if you come and get it, we can make the fight worth it. 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 We can make it.
Used to cry alone at night, tears had to stain my eyes, but with you it's like I never felt that way. Phone's been ringing 20 times, I don't seem to mind, 'cause you're bothering me in the best way. I can be a fool for the little things you do to get a hold of me. Chocolate and roses on a Wednesday night, this feels alright. Oh, baby, I love you so I don't know what to do. You got me falling and I owe it all to you. so I don't know what to do. Take a little breath and push aside. Tell me what I should be doing. I know, baby, I love you. What to do? I know. Tell me what I should be doing. I know, baby, I love you. What to do? Baby, I love you, so I don't know what to do. You got me falling and I owe it all to you. Baby, I love you, so I don't know what to do. Take a
What if I told you I couldn't stay? Take me or leave me. You can still walk away. What if I told you this love won't be easy? Will you still be here? Is this real? Will you still be here? If I say how I feel, I don't wanna wake up one day and see you gone. Will you still be here? Will you still be here?
근데 언니 지금 내일 진짜 예쁘다.
그치, 나 어제 했어.
아 진짜?
나 어제 새벽 4시간에 잤어.
이것도 촬영한 거야?
아니 근데 나는 뭔가 주변 사람들이 다 결혼을 하니까 내가 나이가 먹었나? 막 이런 생각이 드는 거야.
근데 우리가 어린 나이는 아닌 것 같아 이제. 그 글리터를 애드한 게 신의 한 줄기 그치? 그거 우리 빛날 거야.
Tell me something I don't already know. Baby girl, tell me something I don't. Baby girl, tell me something I don't. Baby girl, tell me, baby girl. I never cared much for the traffic in Midtown, so I moved down south. I don't know where you are now. It's getting exhausting trying to imagine settling down when it's already happened. A piece of my heart is stuck in Manhattan. The last 4 years, you're all I've known. I guess I forgot how to be on my own. I'm going out of my mind, trying to put you out of my mind. Am I just wasting my time? But it's too far gone, I should have moved on. Don't even know if it's love now. With all this distance, all this time, keep wondering if you're doing fine. Trying to put me out of your mind.
여기?
while I'm going
오른쪽에 닦아.
예쁠 것 같은데? 아 스티커구나.
이런 식으로.
이쁘다. 체리도 있구나.
체리도 있어.
I'm boxing up shit that you left on my nightstand. I have to admit, this is never what I planned. The hoodies, the t-shirts, the handwritten notes, the book from your parents, I never let go. You left so much more than your words and your clothes. So I'm going out of my mind,
take me to new places, give my heart a break. Yeah, I know I'm in love with the memory. Gotta move on, find somebody to fill these empty spaces, take me to new places, give my heart a break. And I'm going out of my mind, trying to put you out of my mind. Am I just wasting my time?
예쁘네요.
잘 나왔어요. 이 집 잘하네요.
For this distance, all